Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
Movement, and plenty of it, highlights the PGA Tour's upcoming 2018-19 wraparound season. Start with the Players' Championship, the Tour's flagship event, which moves back to March from its May spot. The PGA Championship, for decades the last major of the year, moves to May. And the FedEx Cup Playoffs, shortened from 4 to 3 events, moves so it will finish by the end of August and before the beginning of the NFL and college football seasons. And 2 events, the Houston Open and a military tribute at the Greenbrier, are moving to the fall and will be played next as part of the 2019-20 season. The Tour released the schedule of 46 events on Tuesday. We are extremely pleased with the way the schedule has come together, particularly with the number of changes that were involved and the strength of the partnerships required to achieve this new look, PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan said in a news release. By concluding at the end of August, the FedEx Cup playoffs no longer have the challenge of sharing the stage with college and professional football. This will enhance the visibility of the FedEx Cup playoffs. We have created a schedule that will heighten interest in all tournaments while further elevating the FedEx Cup playoffs. More report Tiger, Phil Mickelson planning one-on-one, $10 million match. The playoffs are now 3 events and will be played in consecutive weeks. The annual Boston Stop, which played as the second postseason event the first 11 years of the playoffs, is moving starting in 2020 into an every-other year rotation with the New York area, which has annually hosted the first event. Next season the playoffs will start with the Northern Trust on August 8 to 11 in New Jersey, move to Medina Country Club in Chicago the following week and end in Atlanta at East Lake Golf Club August 22 to 25. Significant scheduling challenges await the game's best players as they look to peak for the sport's biggest events and arrange for proper rest. With the revamped schedule, there is an 8-week stretch that includes the World Golf Championships Mexico Championship February 21 to 24, the Players' Championship March 14 to 17, the WGC Dell Technologies Match Play March 27 to 31 and the Masters April 11 to 14. The other 4 events in this stretch are important to the players, too: the Honda Classic, Arnold Palmer Invitational, Valspar Championship, and Valero Texas Open. 2 of the season's most popular events precede the 8-week stretch, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am and the Genesis Open at Riviera Country Club. And the RBC Heritage at Harbor Town Golf Links once again is a week after the Masters and has annually been a big hit with players looking to decompress after the first major of the year. There's also a 6-week stretch that begins July 18 to 21 with the Open Championship at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. The following week the last WGC event of the season, which is now moving from Akron to Memphis and will be called the FedEx St. Jude Invitational, will be played. The next week is the Wyndham Championship, the last spot for players to earn a spot in the FedEx Cup playoffs. And then you have the playoffs. Other significant changes include the addition of 2 new events. The Rocket Mortgage Classic will be the first PGA Tour event held in Detroit from June 27 to 30 and will be followed by the 3M Open at TPC Twin Cities July 4 to 7. The RBC Canadian Open moves from its traditional spot in late July to June 6 to 9, the week ahead of the US Open. The season begins the week after the 2018 Ryder Cup in France. The Safeway Open in Napa, California, is October 4 to 7 and kicks off a 7-week, 8-tournament fall stretch before the Tour takes a break in late November. The schedule resumes the first week of January in Hawaii with the Aloha State Two-Step, the Sentry Tournament of Champions January 3 to 6 and the Sony Open in Hawaii January 10 to 13. Schedule Oct. 1 to 7 Safeway Open, Silverado Resort and Spa North Course, Napa, California. October 8 to 14 Sim Classic, TPC Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Oct. 15 to 21 the CJ Cup at 9 Bridges, Jeju Island, South Korea. Oct. 22 to 28 World Golf Championships HSBC Champions, Sheshan International Golf Club, Shanghai Oct. 22-28 Sanderson Farms Championship, Country Club of Jackson, Jackson, Mississippi. October 29 to